duties that the team manager has.
Crowd than what we see. Mitch Lane Award winner.
Posner actually had his pocket
bid. This year we think we've got the tools and everything in place to give us the success we need to get there. So we're looking forward to hitting Texas.
We're actually waiting. I think they're having a problem with the scoreboard right now, so yeah. I appreciate Mike Townsend sitting there and killing some time for us right there.
Absolutely. I think we gave the Zach Lane video to Austin, and maybe we had something to do with it. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, it's an honor to be here. It's a great event for us and what the referees are doing.
That's right. The referees, a lot of them are donating their paychecks too.
Absolutely. I mean, so they're out there in purple. We're in purple. Whatever it's going to take to. To help, again, the recognition and fight against cancer, we're all for it. But now we're into game action.
As we get ready for game action right now, Capel floats it into the Jserra zone. Connor Martin takes it out and floats it right to C.J. Girard. Girard, though, has his pocket picked. It's moved up. And now here's Daria, who's cut off at the pass right there. As puck makes the center ice, Tabrizi now drops it to a man. I believe that's Hill, drop it in deep. Taken by the defense right now of the Coyotes as they bring it back. Surveying the situation, they'll move it over to Joel Stenari. Stenari, the captain, moves it up along the boards. Cannot clear, though, as Posner now will help him. Posner actually had his pocket picked for a moment as Girard tried to battle his way through a couple Coyotes. That's denied. Floated back into the Jserra zone now. Here's Stenari with the steal, and that's taken right back by Lynch. Max can't handle it, though. And back now, here comes Daria. Daria, 2-on-2 now. Walks in and whiffs on the shot eventually, or at the first glance, and then will float a pass in, and we covered up by the goaltender right there, which is number 32, Jeffrey Michelizzi. Michelizzi, first time I've seen him in a while.
We haven't seen Jeffrey in some time. He actually, before his high school career, he would work out with us with the Coyotes, and so good to see him moving up to the varsity level now and getting some time with Jserra.
Face off to Michelizzi's left as it's rimmed around. Behind him, now here's Stenari of the Merrill variety. Tries to center a pass, broken up right there. Another centering pass, denied that time by the Jserra defense. Puck comes along the half wall, brought up, and now back now. Here's Max Lynch. Gets around Scott, now goes behind the goaltender, Nabonsic. Still looking. Will float a pass there, deflected. Martin now with the shot, just sent wide the net, occupied by Nabonsic. Here's Lynch now with the shot. Actually, that's friendly fire as he hits his own man. I believe number 24, J.J. Dean. Back now, here's Afsa trying to bring the puck in. He's cut off at the pass. And skating his way through is Dean. And cleared back to center ice by the Coyotes. Not really any shots here, as we really don't have a clock with the scoreboard, so we're just going to have to take the our clock right now. We're down to almost 2 minutes into this first period. And as soon as we get the clock working, we'll let you know. I'm sure they have it on ice. Centering pass denied, though, but at the middle of the slot right there by the Jserra defense. Now behind the net, here's Martin, tag team right there. However, he gets some help right there. I believe that's Girard deep again on the back check. Fronte now slices the puck off a tape of Capo, and it's cleared back out where Stenari will take it. And the relentless forecheck of Capo continues. However, here's Jserra along the boards. It's cleared out. Now here's a man on the break. Here's Hamaker now bringing it down, walks in, fires a shot, and there's the first shot and save of the game as Michelizzi makes the stop. And Hamaker had a little break onto the right, but Michelizzi closing the left side. Puck cleared back into the Coyote zone. A lot of ping pong taking place here at center ice. Lynch, though, will lose it to Fields now, as Brendan now will take it up. Joel Stenari now tips it over. And it's cleared down where Hill will play it, but Fields just takes a big hit right there. And the puck comes right in the middle of the slot. It's taken away by Fields, and there's a blocker save right in the middle of the slot right there. Great steal by Fields. Another shot comes in, and Michelizzi will make the stop, and he'll hold on tight here with unofficially 13:20 left in this first period. And Michelizzi denying the first 3 shots of the game, keeping this game scoreless at 0.
Yeah, Michelizzi looks good in that right now, and again, it's good to see him. I haven't seen him in 2 or 3 years now, and to see him stepping up and competing with Jserra and giving him a solid netminder is good for them.
Face-off one again. Another shot come in, denied by Michelizzi. Another shot comes in, I believe it was blocked by the Jserra defense. Bringing it back out now will be Andrew Kiernan. Kiernan will chip it in behind the net, occupied by Ivancic. Coyotes take it. Here's Daria with Posner. Posner down with the puck. Back to Daria. Shot. What a save again by Michelizzi.
He's got the front of that net locked down right now. Somebody's going to have to put something on the backside.
Daria with the centering pass. And Posner actually had it denied. And Michelizzi with one of the biggest saves we've seen of the season so far. Closes the door on Daria. Back now, here's Dean. He's going to get denied. Daria now will take the puck behind the net. Bang along to the half wall. Jserra now pinches in. The pass to Stotts is denied by Kang. Kang now tied up by Coughlin, who'll get some help by Stotts. They slide it over to Posner. Posner takes a hit from Stevens that allows Hartmark to take it, and that was offsides right there. And yeah, they're finally going to make the call. Yeah, good recognitions by the ref right there. It took a while, but they finally made the call as the puck was brought out of the blue line right there. No shot on goal, so right now, shots right now favoring Capital by an 8-5-0 margin. And some big saves right there by the goaltender Michelizzi.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what this young line can do now with Stenari, Klotchkov, and Ofsa out there. We look at them as the young, fast upcomers, so they're a fun group to watch.
On the fast track, as the pucks move back up to the point on the left side, Green now drops it down to Stenari of the Joel variety. Stenari tied up now. He gets some helps right now from Afsa. Afsa now backhander right through the slot. Nobody home though. Or actually through the crease, not the slot. Nobody home though for the Coyotes, who are wearing the purple in honor of National Pancreatic Cancer Awareness. Shot goes off the glove of Michelizzi and bounds into the corner. Here now on the attack is Tabrizi. Tabrizi with Lynch behind him. Takes a stick check from Stenari. Stops on a dime behind the net to Lynch. Lynch tries to center it off the skate of Scott, who then taps it over.
I think that's hard to say 5 times.
Exactly.
Skate of Scott.
Puck eludes Applebaum. He'll be forced to chase it back into his own zone as he's pressured by Russell. Gets it up to Lynch, though. Lynch denied at first, but he'll clear the zone. Back down on the attack. Here's Scott once again. He'll drop it in. However, right there for the Lions is Mudd. They move it back over. Now on the attack once again. Here's Jserra. This is Ferrante. Ferrante denied, though, by Scott on a nice defensive play by Shane Scott. And the puck's cleared back out by the Coyotes.
The scoreboard check.
Oh, there we go. We got a scoreboard now. And how close are we? We're actually only 3 seconds off, believe it or not. That's not bad.
That's outstanding.
Puck comes deep inside the zone of Jserra, of Capo, and it's deemed icing, which is a good call. So a puck will come 175 feet back down deep inside the Jserra zone here. With 6:32 expired here in the first period. Still knotted up at 0.
Yeah, and this will be another interesting matchup now because Nate Brunel, who was a one-time Jserra Lion, is on the ice, and he's made mention that he's ready to play against Jserra and see what he can do against some of his old teammates.
These games have to be fun with both Jserra and Santa Margarita because you both have kids that have played together for a long time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a lot of these kids grew up playing club hockey together, and some of them are neighbors, some are schoolmates before high school comes, and then all of a sudden they get on the ice and they're wearing a different color. Today purple and white. Which side are you battling on? And then when you leave the ice, he's your next door neighbor.
Exactly. That's awesome. I'm digging the purple uniforms too.
Yeah, last year we did a white with purple and just decided being the away team. Last year Las Vegas was kind enough to allow us to wear white 2 games in a row, even though we weren't technically the home team for both. But the kids wanted to do something a little bit different, and I worked with our uniform supplier to come up with, basically a reverse version, if you will. But
wow.
They got unveiled to the kids in the locker room before the game. They were excited to see him.
As the puck now is cleared, it actually hits the ref right there. Drop back into the zone of Jserra. Mishandled right there. That's going to allow Daria to take over. He gets it back over to Posner. Posner now had it stick checked away from him. Along the boards now, Daria and Posner. Posner now actually stripped of the biscuit. And back now, here comes Kang on the attack with Hartmark, the defenseman for Jserra. Sees the pass denied right there. I believe that was by Stotts. And back now on a nice backhander.
That's Klotchkov.
And he can pass.
Oh, absolutely. He can find guys.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he finds guys in the middle of the ice that I don't know how he sees them, and then all of a sudden it's a laser and it's on the stick.
Shot comes, just whistles wider than that time, occupied by Michelizzi. Puck rims around over, back out of the zone. Back now on the attack again, and it's all of a sudden taken away by, I believe that's Kang. It's actually Connor Martin, excuse me. Martin now rimming around over to the near side corner. And it's taken away this time by Merrill Stenari. Stenari 2-on-3 now. Leaves it back. Here's Afsa. The late man in. Fires a shot. And there Michelizzi closes the door again, making his 7th save. His many opportunities here. Almost halfway through this first period. Keeps this game knotted up at 0.
Yeah, there he is again. And Michelizzi is continuing to shut down, what we call our young line, loaded with freshmen and sophomores, guys that we're excited to be back for a couple more years. So you're going to hear a lot about Merrill Stenari and Makar Klotchkov and Logan Afsa, not only this year, but for years to come.
Stenari obviously having the brother there too. That always helps a little bit as well, the captain.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a hard act to follow though, right? When,
exactly.
Like you said, Joel is, a senior captain. He's been a leader on our team. A tremendous hockey player, but an even better, a better kid off the ice. And that's what we love about, the Stenari family just in general is, they're quality kids.
I'll tell you the truth, honestly, in hockey, you don't see too many. I mean, hockey is basically, you see a bunch of quality young men, obviously.
Absolutely.
I can go through my things. You're working with the Ducks, and I've probably met over 300 hockey players in my time, and really only met one bad guy.
I don't even know if I want to guess or ask you who to...
We can talk about it after the air. But actually, I was when I was working for interning at Fox, he was a jerk to Bob Miller.
There you go. That's a problem.
Yeah. So I'll tell you that much. It was the only time I've ever seen a bad dude in hockey. Everybody else has just been absolutely. And I think you have to give it to like all the family aspect too.
Absolutely.
There's a shot comes in the first. Actually, the second one by Jserra is denied. At the goal, another one. Nabonsik denies the backhander, and that one's covered up right there. And with 7:16 left, Nabonsik shuts the door, making his best save of the evening so far. Here with 7:16 left in this first period, he keeps this game knotted up at 0.
Yeah, and it was a good piece of stick work in front with Shane Scott lifting the stick of that Jserra player, ensuring that he didn't get a good hit at that puck in front of Connor.
Face-off will take place now to the right of the goaltender, Nabonsik here. As we mentioned, with 7:16 left. Merrill wins it to his brother Joel. And now Merrill's going to give chase. Let's see if he can turn on the Jets right here. Beats Mudd to the biscuit. Oh, what a pass. Great vision. Right to Phillips. Phillips fires a shot. Actually, it's blocked by Tabrizi. Tabrizi, I'm not even sure if he knew he blocked that shot. As Lynch now blocks it. Ooh, watch out. That looked like a cross-check from Lynch. He's tied up behind there. Kiernan tried to get in front, and great awareness. And the puck will squirt behind, and they're going to give it a goal. We're going to wait and see who's going to get the goal. I believe it might be Lynch.
Yeah, it looked like Lynch got a touch of the puck as it was coming down to Nabonsik's mitt. He fell in between his legs. I don't think he knew it was there.
I just want to make sure there's no high stick, right? It just actually might have hit the back of him?
No, it looked like it was coming into his glove, and then it appeared as though it rolled out and kind of down the front of his left leg pad. I don't think he knew it was there. I think he thought that it was in his mitt as he went down to close his mitt and cover up, and it squirted out between his legs and the back of the net. And there you have it. Jserra 1-0.
So the Ice Lions strike first right here. Let's see if the Coyotes can respond. Girard now will drive the biscuit in. That's going to allow Coughlin to play it for the Coyotes. Kept in at the point by Hill. Fires a shot, tipped wide of the net that time. But I believe that's Nathan Hill down low. Or actually, excuse me, that's number 24, J.J. Dean. Driven into the zone now by the Coyotes. Michelizzi will play for his defense in Hill. Oh, there you get Trebrizi the goal. Lynch will get it. Is now. Man walks in, fires a shot. Wow. I believe that was number 19. Is that Brendan Fields?
That's Brendan Fields, yeah.
What a laser right there. Wow.
He's another young freshman that's just come into the program. Again, we're excited with the young group that's come into our program and kind of taken the place of, the Zach Lanes, the John Crawfords, the Garrett Kennedys. There were so many quality seniors that we lost last year. And these young freshmen are coming in and really stepping up and starting to play some really good hockey.
That was a laser. Didn't even see it come off the stick. It was before you knew it. Actually, I'll tell you what, Michelizzi, the shot comes in. As he sees that one, he'll make the save.
Yeah, there's another, again, watch Fields in the face-off circle. He wins one clean, sends it straight back to Joel Stenari, who fires in on net. Nothing in front to keep Michelizzi from making that glove save. But, again, Fields has just got that face-off circle working.
He's only a freshman, too?
Only a freshman.
Oh, my goodness. Back there, Burnell with an opportunity shot, and score!
That's Rocky Haymaker.
And Haymaker's going to get the goal here at the 5:42 mark to knot this game up at 1. Michelizzi made the initial save, but then the rebound was knocked in by Haymaker. And with 5:42 left in this first period, Capo strikes back and ties this game up at 1.
And I'm sure you'd be surprised, Chuck, if I told you that Rocky's a sophomore, right? So, again, as you kind of look at all the kids on the ice right now, Joel is the only one out there that's a senior.
Wow. I'll tell you what, too, I've seen this team score a lot of pretty goals. It's good to get one of those ugly goals once in a while.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think we
those
sometimes
make coaches
forget.
happy, yeah. And those make coaches happy, where that's because they know you're working and stuff like that. And obviously the rebound was knocked in by Haymaker.
Yeah, I mean, with a coach like John LeBay, he's going to want guys to get in front of the net and go to work. And while the pretty goals look nice, it's the ones that are dirty and in front of the net are the ones that makes everybody smile on the bench.
Here's Stenari, drops it off to Haymaker. Again, fires a shot. That one is gloved down by Michelizzi as he makes his 10th save.
Yeah, they're all going to chase Stenari away from the net as he came by and gave Michelizzi a little love tap, I think.
That's Nate Hill right there, I believe. Or is it? Yeah, it's Nate Hill right there. Doing the sheriff for his goaltender. Sheriffing.
Yep, absolutely. And that's the thing, with Jserra, it looks like they're starting to reload as well. They have a lot of young kids. There's not a lot of senior leadership out there.
They lost a lot last year as well, yes.
They lost a lot of kids, and, to see them building another strong program is great.
Face-off takes place and is finally, I guess you'd say, won by Jserra, but they can't clear. A shot comes in. Michelizzi has another shot, and that one's denied by Michelizzi. Digging for it.
Posner's digging.
Wow. I want to call him Jakob just for the heck of it. But Jacob Posner sitting there digging for it.
He'd probably, knowing Jacob, he'd probably like it if you called him Jakob. He would think that's like his European flair.
As the puck was dug, it was denied that time. So credit Michelizzi with another save. I'm only giving him one. Probably had a couple more, so we'll wait and see. They have 14, I have 12 up here.
Yeah, Posner was taking some digs. I don't necessarily know if they were actual shot attempts, but he was definitely digging at a puck. Again, not maybe necessarily a shot attempt, but he was making an effort.
As the Capo Coyote forecheck continues to dominate down here in the Jserra zone. Posner tries to get it over to Stotts. Denied. Shot comes in. Denied at the initial attempt by Michelizzi. Might have gone wide. Kang now on the backhander down. Oh, Hartman no. Was brought down. Hartmark, was brought down. I think he actually brought himself down as he kind of got a hook in and on himself on a defender for the Coyotes. Behind the net now, here comes Capo, bringing it back out. Over to Joel Stenari with Merrill. Shot comes in, and that's denied by Michelizzi. They had Klotchkov right there on the right side, right wing, trailing. A little late to the party. Phillips now will dig the biscuit out. He'll lose it over. Jserra Lynch now right in front. Cannot hit the cutter.
Could not connect. That was an open attempt right there if they could have put it on the stick.
And Jimmy Dean sitting there cutting right through the slot. Here's Kieran now for Jserra behind his own net. Lynch will lose it, though, on a good forecheck by Capo. Puck now rims around in the corner where Kieran will take it. He's interrupted right there. Fields now, as Mike was mentioning, part of that freshman youth. Brings it over, Fields again. He's going to wire shot, and there's a point-blank save right there. Rebound is actually blocked right there by Kieran.
And Klochkov attempted to knock that thing in, and Kieran just knocked it out of the slot and into the corner.
Phillips now will pinch as he'll backhand one down behind the net, occupied by Michelizzi. Coyotes cut off at the pass. Taken up by Jserra as they move it up this time. And cleared down by Kiernan. Allows his mates to change as a fresh new 5 come out for Jserra. Phillips now forced to move it over to the near side. Actually, Scott now will take it, flips it over to Choi, but a little ahead of Choi. Back over to Hamaker, the goal scorer so far for Capo. Gets it over to Bussell, and they actually has his shot blocked in, and it'll be covered up by the goaltender Michelizzi here with 2:30 left in this first period. Shots well in favor of the Coyotes as they lead by a 15-4 margin right now. However, the scoreboard says something different right now as we're tied up at 1. You have to give the goaltender Michelizzi some credit. He's made some outstanding point-blank shots or saves right there.
Yeah, there's a couple shots that I'm not quite sure how they stayed out of the net, and to see Michelizzi, making that move laterally, just a quick response time on those attempts and closing the door on, the last 2 games Doria has gotten those backdoor goals where they slide it across and it's on his tape and in the net. And this time Michelizzi just shut that down earlier in the period. Just an outstanding effort on his part.
Puck comes up, it's brought down by Hamaker. Gets it over to Bussell. Bussell now moves it behind the net over to Choi. Choi now on the backhand, though. And Stevens, though, has his pocket picked by Bussell again, but right there to take it is Hartmark. Luke now moves it up. And Kang now will reach center ice, and he's just going to drop it in deep where Joel Stenari will take it. His head on, is, they would say, on a swivel. Puck bounds in the corner, now moved up to the half wall. Brought down low again. Coughlin right there for the Coyotes. He'll carry the load up.
Coughlin's going to skate that up and take that outside edge and look for somebody in the middle.
He is denied, though, that time by Applebaum. Another youngster for Jserra, who makes up for his lack of height with more of heart. One of the improving players that we've seen on this Jserra squad. Here's Hartmark now, brings it up. He's cut off at the pass, though, by Burnell. Kiernan will take a he'll fire a shot in as he picks the pocket, and that one is denied that time by the goaltender Ivanchik. And Connor shuts the door again here with 1:16 left here in the first period. This game's still knotted up at 1.
Yeah, Ivanchik's just going to grab that puck, let the new line guys filter onto the ice, and here they come. Right here's Stenari. It's going to be Ofsa, Klochkov. Could be Brunel in Klochkov's place. They sometimes will flip those sides if they want to get Brunel on a physical forward, and here he comes.
Here's Brunel now on the attack, gets around one, he's brought down.
I don't see it.
Oh, wow. I thought I heard a whistle. No, wow.
That's a bit surprising.
Wow, I guess they're letting him play on that one. As bringing it up now, here's Jimmy Dean. Dean now tries to dance around Phillips. He can't. Phillips did a good job shutting the door. Puck dropped there. And a shot came in, denied that time by Ivanchik. Another point-blank save by Connor. Now behind the net, here's C.J. Girard. Gets it up to Hill. Hill now try to drop it in, but Phillips will intercept that pass. He gets it up to Burnell again. Burnell on his second attack. Probably still a little miffed how that call was not made.
Yeah, he's probably still trying to figure that out. But a great defensive effort on Brunel's part on that last shot. Ivanchik knocked that first puck down, and the second Jserra Lion coming in trying to attack, and Brunel locking up that stick to not let that effort come in play.
It's like coach never left, actually, in Mike Perkey. I have Mike Townsend up here as well, so it makes it a lot easier for me. As Stenari now of the Joel variety will bring it up and he'll drop it over to Stotts, will clear the zone. And that's going to do it for the first period. So in the period, we had unofficially, of course, 15 shots. Sea legs. Eric and I use that all the time.
here
True.
with a lot of these kids, and you know, so hopefully they know and understand what sea legs are, and for their families that are watching, like I said, I just tried to explain sea legs to you, so yeah, hopefully that helps.
Here's Stenari now of the Merrill variety as he will take the face-off against Lynch as we begin the second period. The Coyotes wearing the purple in honor of pancreatic cancer as they win the face-off, and they'll drop it down deep. Klotchkov will give chase as he is cut off at the pass, though. I believe, is that by Applebaum down there?
Yeah, it looks like Applebaum kind of
Oh,
fighting
watch
in the
out.
corner.
Oh, shot comes in, point blank, backhander,
in.
scored!
That's in. Stenari's attempt got rejected by Michelizzi, but off of the pads and into into Klotchkov's stick, and he found the back of the net.
And Alex Klotchkov right there, or excuse me, Makar Klotchkov. Makar, how do you say Makar? Makar Klotchkov right there with the goal. And just 15 seconds into this second period, and they might want to change the score because they have Jserra up by a score of 2-1. It's actually Capel up by a score of 2-1 here in the second period, just 15 seconds in. And yet another happy, or a goal that make the coaching staff happy.
Oh, absolutely, and it's one that they're fighting in front of the net. And here's Stenari, he's going to go effort again. Straight effort into the net with Makar chasing.
Back now, here comes Jserra. Girard now. Try to drop it deep in the zone, but that's denied by the captain. I believe that is that Stenari back there, or is that...
Stenari's back on defense, yeah. So Stenari fed over to Scott, who was on defense, up to Fields, who has jumped into Offsa's slot, and now Osola's taking Makar's slot. So, you know, it's a great problem to have with the Coyotes that there's so much firepower up front that the pieces become so interchangeable, and now we see Osola bringing the puck up.
Osola now brings it up over to Bustle. Bustle now will give chase as he's cut off at the pass by Nate Hill. Now behind the net, here's Osola now. Rims it around, nobody home though for the purple. Boy, that's going to be a weird one.
That's a weird one, right? Yeah.
The purple, black, burgundy, and gold.
Well, we call it wheat, Chuck. It's, you know, everybody says your home uniform white, and we say, no, it's wheat. And that was something that, you know, we joked around with the uniform supplier, and they said, well, do you want white? And we said, no, something a little bit different. And they said, well, how about wheat? And we said, sure. So,
okay.
yeah.
I'll go with the wheat.
That's called wheat. And burgundy is actually, if you want to know technically, it's called Bordeaux.
A Bordeaux, okay.
Yeah, it's a French red.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going into the vineyards of France, right? There's a shot comes in from the point.
Yeah, there's Coughlin with the shot, and again, Michelizzi seeing that puck in clearly. Got to get some traffic in front of that if you think that's going to go in the net, because Michelizzi's gloving everything.
Face-off will take place to the left of Michelizzi here. Just buck 27 into this second period. 2-1 in favor of Capital United. Stotts won the face-off, but he floated the pass right to Mudd, who came up. He'll rim it around over to the near side half wall.
All right, so there's the senior line for you, Chuck. So that, just so you guys know for the future. So Posner, Doria, and Stotts are all seniors. And they're also all captains of some variety. So that's when you know that you have a serious problem on your hands, when Stenari's in the back end with three other captains up front. And the only one missing is Jake Traverso, who's out today with a family event because of a birthday. Otherwise, oftentimes you'll see 5 seniors, all captains on the ice at once.
Wow. Now behind the net. You get it up to Phillips. Phillips going wide, the fire shot through traffic, and I believe it actually hit the defenseman, maybe Applebaum right in front of the net.
Yeah, it looked like off of Applebaum's shin there, and then off to the side to Doria, who couldn't knock it down out of the air.
Puck now bounds in the corner. Moves up to the half wall. Fronte going to take it, and he'll move it over, try to move it over to Hartmark, and clears the zone. But Stenari right there, the Joel variety, drops it right back in. And at least a fresh 4 come on right now for the Coyotes. As Afsel will take it, he'll float a pass over to the right wing. Puck comes in, and it's floated in on goal that time by Merrill Stenari, and that's picked up by Michelizzi, who makes his 4th stop in 5 attempts here. Just 2:21 here into the second period.
Yeah, probably a good idea right there by Michelizzi, because his line mates that have been on the ice had been on for a while, and the Coyotes had just gotten a change off of that clear and back into attack. So giving Jserra a fresh new set of legs on the ice.
Jserra wins the ensuing faceoff. We're going to have a penalty right here, and I'm thinking, is this going to go against the Coyotes? Yep,
yeah.
It will be. Watch out, as a little retribution right there.
I don't know if that's Merrill going or Offsa going. They were both back there.
I think it's Stenari.
Yeah, there's Merrill. Merrill heading off the ice for looked like a hook.
Yep, it's going to be a hook. That's the call. So the faceoff will take place just outside the Jserra zone. They'll go on their second power play. I believe it's second.
I don't think the Coyotes had a penalty yet. I think this is the first.
First? Okay. Faceoff won by, I guess you'd say, Jserra. Stanari now of the Joel variety will drop it in, just rim it around. Actually, that's not a drop. It's more of a laser. A big hit takes place right there, and we're going to have another penalty.
That looks like a check from behind coming up on Hammaker. Yeah, Jserra player. I'm not sure who that was. Had it up against the boards, and Hammaker came in hard.
And it looks like, I think that's Stevens right there.
Yeah, Stevens skating away. So, yeah, it looks like he's going to call from behind plus the 10-minute
you're gonna 2
bonus
10.
variety.
So right now, for the next 105 seconds, Jserra will be on a 2-man advantage. As Halas now will serve the 2-minute portion of the infraction.
Yeah, Halas, our award winner, is coming off of a recent back injury, and we had to persuade him to still dress and convince him that, we know the D3 guys are often call-up players, and just to have him out here to help serve penalties or still be involved because, like I said, he's nursing a back injury he's trying to recover from.
Jserra now bring the puck on. Shot comes in and it's knocked down low. Another shot kicked aside that time by Ivancic. It was going wide. Tabrizi now will take it. Here's Hill now on the overload to the left side. Shot comes in. Lynch's shot is actually deflected high up above the net, occupied by Ivancic. Here's Hill now. Gets it back over to Lynch. Lynch surveys the situation. Left faceoff circle has his pass blocked. Tabrizi will take it for the Lions. Still 58 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. Rim it over to Lynch, who will return it. Hartmark now will intercept that for the Ice Lions. He'll float it back right in between.
Wow, and completely missed his defenseman standing back there ready to take a shot. And now
that's a big line change right there, too. For
absolutely. Allows the Coyotes to reset there.
That's good job by, and I know that kid's name, too. Played for Orange Lutheran. As a puck will be deflected out of play with 12:57 left. 31 seconds remain on the 2-man advantage for Jserra. Nary a shot yet.
And it looks like LeBay has some speed out there on the ice, which is going to help him in terms of getting players to move to the puck with only 3 guys on the ice.
Well, this is also very dangerous, though, for Jserra. If you make one mistake, I mean, last several years watching Capo on shorthand, it was like watching them on a power play.
Yeah, we as a program have kind of been known to, make goals when nobody expects them to happen, especially when it's a 5-on-3 or a 5-on-4 and it looks like somebody's dominating down low, and then all of a sudden, the Coyotes are sprung loose.
Pass denied right there. They get back up to Mudd. Mudd floats it over to Stevens, so we're down to just a 1-man advantage now.
And here comes Merrill on the ice to make it a 5-on-4.
Mudd now drops it down low again, back up to the point. Shot comes in from Kiernan, and it's deflected wide of the net, occupied by Ivancic, into the corner that time. Here's Stevens now. As we're back to 5-on-5, a good kill right there by the Coyotes. And we're going to have another penalty
here comes
right
another
there.
penalty.
And that's finally, I thought it had called this first time, but ref blows the whistle. And once again, the Coyotes going to find themselves down. I'm trying to figure out what that call is going to be.
Yeah, it looks like they're calling a hook on Phillips, but to be honest, I didn't necessarily see it.
I didn't see it either. Yep, that's the hooks, the call. So Phillips going to sit down 2 minutes now.
Yeah, another one of our young talent coming into the program, and Brett Phillips brings a lot of excitement to the program. He's only a sophomore out of Capital Valley, and I'm sure Matt Blanchard will be excited to know that we have more Capital Valley kids coming in, so that his alumni group is staying strong in our program. But again, he's one that's you're gonna see a lot of him on the back end. He's working really great with Joel Stanari. Joel's giving him a lot of leadership, efforts in his part in working with him and ensuring that he understands what it takes to be that leader back there when Joel graduates from our program this year. So, yeah, look for some big things from Phillips coming up in the next couple years as well.
I have a thing with Capital Valley. My son, in his junior year, they lost in the semifinals to Capital Valley. And actually, my fraternity brother, that's his brother who coaches the football team, Boucher.
And there's a clear right there.
Puck comes all the way around, down the ice where it's taken away. Brought back up now by the Ice Lions as they're back on the man advantage. Kang now will bring it in.
Yeah, Kang's going to take that down low, but Coughlin obviously got in the wake because now we see the puck coming back down at Michelizzi.
Oh, watch out! No! Fields almost had a goal on a deflection on the clear. Joel Snari's now going to steal it right here to Fields. Now watch out! Danger! Oh, shot! And there's a save right there by Michelizzi. Point blank opportunity again denied by Joffrey Michelizzi.
Yeah, and there's where you brought up the comment about, the Coyotes on a disadvantage, how they are sometimes on an advantage. And, the LeBay forecheck, I don't know if it has a technical name, but that's what I call it. I mean, these guys are taught to be fierce attacking the puck, and you see it down low where 2 guys are attacking 5, and these 5 guys are having a hard time breaking the puck out.
As they finally do, they get it past the icing point, right past center red. That's knocked down by Trebrizi, but it's cleared by the Coyotes again. A good job by Mudd of denying Stotts, as Stotts now will float it in on the backhand. And once again, Jserra forced to bring it in from their own zone. They floated over to Trebrizi. Trebrizi with Girard. As he's cut off at the pass. Coughlin now will intercept the pass intended for Girard. Back over to Trebrizi now, who will steal it. Back over to Mudd. Mudd now fires a shot, and it's blocked that time by Coughlin. He'll clear it all the way down the ice. With 15 seconds remaining on the man advantage, Mudd now moves it along. Oh, good.
Yeah, and there's that forecheck again, right? Yep. You just watch these guys just attack.
C.J. Girard fires a shot just over the net occupied by Avancic, and Burnell now on the backhand just floats it back deep in the zone as he's now going to deny Mudd of the biscuit. Burnell now on the backhand. Oh, and just out of the reach of Osala. Here's now top of the slot. Green fired a shot. That's finally scored right there. I believe that's Osala right there. Luke with the goal on the rebound. Off the glass, I would say, not off the goaltender. But
no, that looked like a high shot from Green off the glass that came out front to Luke off of Jeffrey's left-hand side, and Osola found an open net and tucked the puck in, and there you have it. The Coyotes now up 3-1.
So after basically killing off almost 6 minutes of penalties, and not entirely in a row, but let's just say 6 minutes.
In theory, 6 minutes.
6 minutes of penalties. The Coyotes come back and strike.
And there you have Luke Osola is a unique player. He's a junior in the program who's really starting to step up his game, and he's going to be one that's going to be a senior leader next year. He's a kid that's on the ice that is really putting in the effort, and he really is trying to do his best to make hockey successful. And hockey, what we say, hockey's fun.
Puck now behind the net, taken away that time by Osala now. Actually, that was Burnell behind the net. Pass intended again for Burnell. Denied. Back now comes Jserra. 2-on-2. Actually, 2-on-4 now. It's amazing how quickly his shot comes in. Rebound comes in. Another save. Actually, I think it was just blocked that time. That's actually the first Jserra shot that we've seen this period. Hartmark now behind the net, tied up. Got it over momentarily to Wilkins.
Yeah, he tried to lay one out front, but quickly sent back to the point.
It's amazing how quickly these Coyotes get back. Hill now on the backhand, tries to just drop it down deep, but the Coyotes having nothing of it. Applebaum floats a pass over to Hartmark, and leaves it over to Lynch. Here's a 2-on-1 with Kieran. Lynch fires a shot, and he'll go tweeters and score! Second shot of the period finds pay dirt as they saw Connor Avancic. They had a 2-on-1 right there, and it's a good job of Deacon, the goaltender. And just like that, Jserra finds himself right back in this game.
Yeah, it looked like Connor wasn't necessarily expecting that 5-hole shot, and when he went to drop, just not quick enough for the shot that was played out by Jserra. And when the player's coming in tight, you've got to be ready to drop, and Connor wasn't quite there.
Difficult out of 2-on-1. Here's Choi trying to create his own odd man rush right now as they drop it down. Merrill Stenari takes the biscuit, and we're going to have a penalty right there. I believe this is going to go against Jserra, as touching the biscuit will be Sam Mudd, and we're going to have an interference call.
Yeah, it looked like as Choi cleared the puck, the Jserra player, I'm not sure who that was that came in and engaged him, was definitely late to the play. You know, Choi had already cleared the puck. Stenari was already playing for a puck out in front. And, Choi met glass, and now the Jserra player meets the bench.
And that's going to be Connor Martin going to get 2 minutes for the interference call here at the 8:11 mark. So now we're going to see the vaunted Capo Coyote power play, which is kind of funny because I thought, Eric and I kind of joked throughout the years, the last couple of years, that the watch out, a big save right there.
A lot of deflection going on.
As the
They look like Doria looking for another one of those kind of trash holes that he's kind of seemed to pick up the last couple games.
Exactly.
And, he's trying to play that rebound, and then next thing he knows, he's laying on the ice. But great effort by Doria trying to go for that rebound goal.
Yeah, Eric and I have joked about. We always thought, Capo, being special, being when they're shorthanded, how good they are.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. We always thought that we always joked that they're probably better on the shorthand than they are on the power play.
It often feels like that, to be honest, Chuck. It's like, as I've been with the program for 6 years and watching the 6 years.
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no, that shot by Merrill there just kind of, up over everything. Over the 6 years kind of watching, we've definitely as a program have trying to figure out how to score on power plays, but we definitely know how to score shorthanded.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys are dead on with that. Whether that's Eric, yourself.
No, exactly. We don't want to insult anybody, but
no, that's not an insult. We're a great success shorthanded. And it's been unique this year. I think we actually have a few power play goals, which is different for us because we don't usually get too many of those. And, this year we've seemed to be able to kind of capitalize on a couple, so we'll see what happens right here.
Here's the Stenari of the Merrill variety. Gets it over to Joel. Joel now will still looking. We still have plenty of time. $1.05 left here. Stenari has a shot blocked by Hill. It bounds behind the net over to the half wall. Joel will pinch. Gets it over. As they drop it down low to Daria. Daria now back up to Choi. Choi now looking back to Daria down far side corner. Daria back up to the point to Joel Stenari. Stenari now slides over to Phillips. Phillips now to the half wall, down low. Here's Merrill now, fires a shot, shot, score!
And there's that backdoor Doria that I talked about, right? It's the last 2 games you've seen Doria be able to slip in on the backside. And whether that's Posner looking for him, if it's Stotts, and in this case, Stenari, of the Merrill variety, as you guys say, right? Merrill's looking across and sees Doria pinching on the backside. He's one that can put it straight on the tape, and the next thing you know, Doria puts it in the back of the net, and we are Capo now 4-2.
And there it is, a power play goal right there. And Doria seems to have that nose for the net at the big moments right there. A couple weeks ago, I remember he was our player of the game. He had a goal or two at several points as well. Not one of the names we call all the time, but yet still. He's an outstanding player.
He's a name, when you hear the name, it's a key moment, right? And I can kind of take you back to last year's championship against Pacific Ridge. And, Lane comes up with the first goal. But that second goal, the one that kind of slowed Pac Ridge down in our minds, was Doria on the backside, where Lane found him, again, doing, I guess what we'll say, Doria things.
Yeah, nose for the net, basically.
Doria seems to find that backside, and when players like Lane, like Stenari, can find him and put it on the tape, that puck goes in the net.
Exactly.
And that's why I was so shocked in the first period that Nicholisi was able to slide over and shut that Doria attempt down. He's a kid that definitely puts in the work, on the ice, off the ice. He's a great student. He's going to have a great college life, whether he plays hockey or he's just a great, comes from a great family, a great kid. And his brother is, an upcoming goaltender for us.
So, that's right.
We're happy to have more Doria time in our program, if you will. So, this isn't the end with Chris being a senior. We have Matt, who's only a sophomore and a goaltender. So, if you like watching Kennedy or you like watching Ivanchek, look out, because in just a year or two, Doria is going to be minding that net and closing things up for us again.
Remember that name coming next year as the puck comes up and actually shot wide as the Coyotes take it. Here's Stenari of the Merrill variety again. They'll bring it up. Actually, Joel, excuse me. That's intercepted that time. And a turnover ensues right there. Shot. Oh, and a backhander by Posner just high up over the net, occupied.
Yeah,
by Michelizzi.
Posner just looking for that backhander, just put it about 6 inches too tall.
Saw that little slash, little love tap right there.
Yeah, Michelizzi saying hello.
As the shot comes in, Michelizzi will make the save right there. Puck bounds over into the near side corner. Back on the backhander. Good job that time by Jserra's number 23. Brandon Kang.
Oh, and now Brunel's going to go for trying to pick off a Jserra player coming by with an elbow.
Interference or elbow? What we got?
We'll see what they call here, but yeah, it looked like his elbow came up as the Jserra skater was coming by.
Yep. Geez, we need to have you up here all the time, because I think you're 3 for 3, 4 for 4. Eric and I will always argue about that. And neither of us are right.
Yeah, I mean, those are always tough, right? Because when you see the arms come up to make the hit, you're wondering, okay, are they going to call interference or the elbow? But, in that case, it looked pretty clear that Brunel was elevating the arms a little bit and probably a little too high for the hit that was necessary. So elbow's understandable.
Here's an opportunity for Jserra to cut the lead now in half at the half wall. Here's C.J. Girard, tries to center a pass. Good job by Stenari.
Oh, and here comes Merrill. This could be trouble.
Osala 2-on-1 now, breaking out. Back over to Merrill. Walks in, fires a shot, score! Short-hander right there by Merrill Stenari. And all of a sudden, Capo extends the lead up to 5-2.
Yeah, and like you talked about, there's that short-handed pressure, right? And when you have the speed of a Stenari on the ice with, like I talked about, Osola and being a junior and working to be, the upcoming leader, he spots that open guy on the ice and makes the selfless pass to ensure that the Coyotes gain another goal.
So Osala and Stevens kind of giving each other some love taps too, and it just shows you how close this these teams are. As the puck comes up, here's Stevens bringing it up now. For Jserra, puck comes in, denied, that time by Coughlin. He's tripped up, no call. Stevens will take the biscuit. Looks for someone to pass to. He's going to walk in now, right face-off circle, still looks, back up to the point, now to Mudd. Mudd going to fire a shot, and that's kicked aside that time by the goaltender, Ivancek.
Yeah, and Ivancek does a good job of clearing that puck into the corner so that there's no chance for a significant rebound in a second shot there.
Hartmark tied up by Coughlin, and that's going to allow Capo to clear it here with 50 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Back now for Jserra. Here is Sam Mudd. Floats a pass intended that time for Stevens. It misses the point, and that's going to warrant an icing call here with 40 seconds left on the man advantage. 3:45 left on the clock, and Capo, courtesy of that, I would say, almost back-breaking goal right there by Joel Stenari, leads by a score of 5-2.
Yeah, that's going to be some trouble for Jserra to dig out of this hole, because knowing LeBay and knowing the kind of pressure he's going to apply onto Jserra, that Jserra is going to really, really have to work. And if these Jserra kids aren't ready to step up to the challenge, they're gonna be in trouble.
It's dropped in now by Kiernan. Kiernan now intended, has his shot, or has his pass though intercepted by Capo. Taken away again was Fields, one of the freshmen we've been talking about. Here's Fields again. Nice pass right there, outlet.
Here we come again. That's
on the
Troy.
take. Here's Troy now walking in. Backhander right there. Good job by Hill coming back on the back check, denying that pass. Good job by Troy as well, as he sits there and battles a couple of ice lines. Puck kicked in the near side corner, deep inside the Jserra zone.
Yeah, that penalty's over, and now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey with Brunel coming out of the box.
It's finally dropping in deep will be Nate Hill. With 2:54 left. Intercepted by Jserra. Here's Holder now trying to fire a shot. Broken up right there by Joel Stenari. And back now in transition. Here come the Coyotes.
There's Fields trying to feed Halas on the right wing, and Halas is going to meet the boards.
Good job by Jserra on the back check. Relentless pressure, though, demonstrated by the Coyotes. The puck comes up to Stenari, which is kind of sticked aside that time by the goaltender Michelizzi.
And now Posner's looking to jam one in front, and it looks like Michelizzi got that closed up.
He faces his 15th shot of the period. Overall, he's faced 30 so far.
And Michelizzi is definitely earning his keep in the net for the Lions today. And without his efforts, I could see this being 8 or 9 goals right now. There's definitely been 3 or 4 additional shot attempts that could have easily gone into the net.
Easily have gone in.
Yeah.
Got 141 seconds left here in this second period. We're going to, unless Capo scores 2 goals or Jserra scores 8 here, we're going to go to a 12-minute intermission. As Bustle now will take the face-off as he will be opposed by Max Lynch.
Oh, I got to help you guys with that name, Chuck. I keep forgetting. So Alex, what you guys say, Bustle, he's Alex Bassell.
Bassell, all right, that helps. Perfect.
I probably should give you guys like a like an enunciation sheet to help. So yeah, so he's Alex Bassell.
Bassell, all right.
Let's not tell Eric and see if that one sticks. So he'll say Bustle, and we'll just let that go for a while.
Yeah, make me sound like the smart one for once.
That's right.
Here's Martin now. Leaves out Trebrizi. Trebrizi walking in. Tries to fire a pass over.
Looking for the backside and just couldn't connect.
Jimmy Dean couldn't get the stick down in time. Back now in transition. Here come the Coyotes as they just drop it in and they'll change. A fresh front line now for Coach LeBay. Lynch now from behind his net brings the puck out, stumbles for a moment, but regains his composure, brings it up, avoids a stick check, brings it into the zone.
And here come the young guys. It's Ofsa, Klotchkov, and Merrill Stenari on the ice. And Jserra needs to look out because with just over a minute left, these guys can run and quickly show you some legs and some speed you haven't seen.
Backhanded attempt that time by Trebrizi is intercepted, and back now here come the Coyotes. Chipped up out of the range out of that time.
Yeah, it looked like Phillips was looking for Ofsa on the right-hand side and just couldn't connect.
Here they come back now on a turnover. Stenari now with a shot. Down!
In the net.
Sticks in there. And I think it went off the elbow, but then it careened off the post into the back of the net right there. And credit, is that Merrill you said?
Yeah, that was Merrill off of the right wing, and it looked like, his shot attempt, looked like Michelizzi had it shut down. But it looked like the puck just glided off, like you said, off of his elbow, across his chest, and the angle still allowed for it to catch the inside of the net.
So all of a sudden, Capo now, with 61 seconds left, still has a chance to send this game into run time. As Brandon Kang now will take it as he'll move it up the ice, intercepted by Joel Stenari, floated over momentarily to Shane Scott. Puck eludes him. Puck down bounds in the corner deep inside the Capo zone. Here's Hartmark, though, has his pocket picked, and then he does the same thing to Merrill Stenari. He'll float a pass over to Stevens. Stevens tries to dance around Stenari. Stenari will have nothing of it, and he floats it out. And a clearing attempt is intercepted and dropped right back in by Nathan Hill.
And there's Scott trying to feed the puck up front to Stenari, but just unable to connect, and Jserra getting in the way, if you will.
Stevens tied up right there in the corner, but he'll leave it over to Hartmark. Back up to the point to Hill. Nate now with 12 seconds left. Fires a shot right on target. And they're keeping the body soft and making the save is Connor Ivancic.
Yeah, Ivancic did a good job of just squaring up to the puck right there and seeing the guy from the point. It was a clear shot coming in and nobody in front to make any traffic. So I don't want to say any save is easy for a goaltender, but that one was pretty routine for
somebody like Connor. Yeah, that's kind of relatively. Jan, what would you guys have next as the faceoff will take place to Connor's right here with just a tick over 10 seconds left here in this second period, excuse me. Bulldozing his way out of the ice.
Oh,
watch
here comes
out.
Posner.
Jacob coming in. Oh, and they're diving on the biscuit just in time with 0.6.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a quick click on the scoreboard, monitor's hand right there. The scorekeeper able to hit that switch just in time to come in less than 1 second.
As we're at 0.6 seconds left, basically the face-off is just going to be a formality, and that's going to do it. So basically after leading this game, or actually going into this game tied at 1, was it in the first period? Yeah. Tied at 1. Capo comes out with 5 goals here in the second.
With all the captains, and we got to take some pictures, and that's just outstanding stuff. And as I shared with Art that Alexander, his son, shared the photos with me, prior to the game, and congratulations to Ian and Brittany. I know them both through my years here with the Coyotes and being part of the program, and my own son now being an official is part of the La Jolla system, if you will, and working high school hockey games. So yeah, congratulations to Ian and Brittany.
As we get ready to start the third period, actually we did start the third period, and it's dropped in to the Coyote zone. Phillips now will take possession behind his goaltender in Ivancic. They move it up momentarily, just out of the zone, right in front of us, and that's the only thing that I have complaints about, where you have to sit up right here.
Yeah, well, it looks like when they work up against those boards, you got to kind of stand up to get a little peek. So yeah, it looked like Fields was trying to work that puck out, but Coyotes now back in possession.
You and I were talking about how comfortable the confines are up here, but the sight lines sometimes are just a little, just along the boards, a little.
Yeah, maybe a 6-inch shorter countertop to scoot up just a little bit closer, or maybe a little bit taller chair. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, that could be it. It could be just be. I'm just short too, as well, as the puck comes in, denied that time by the goaltender Michelizzi.
I don't think short is necessarily a problem, Chuck, because I think I still measure about 6 foot tall, and I'm having a little bit of trouble. So I don't necessarily consider myself short, but I'm having a hard time.
I'm sitting there with these giants, though. Eric about 6'2".
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's true.
Jabrizi now gets it back up to Jimmy Dean. Dean back to Jabrizi. He'll rim it around over to the near side. Lynch will give chase in the corner. The puck squirts back out. Applebaum will take it, and forcing Jserra to touch up. Front line touches up, but not before Joel Stenari will take it. He'll play it along the near side boards, and it's cleared out that time by Bucell.
Yeah, and this is where the Coyotes kind of find themselves in trouble, right? As I've been watching this first almost 2 minutes of action, that it's a bit like the Olu syndrome. We kind of get out in front, and they seem to get comfortable. And now if you watch the kids skating, not quite as hard, not quite as fast, and Jserra is getting time of possession now in the Coyotes' end.
There's 2 shots denied right there by the goaltender Ivancic. Another shot comes in for the point, and Stevens sends it just wide right of the net, occupied by Ivancic. As we're going to have a little tet down low, and it looks like Lynch is going to be sent to the sin bin.
Yeah, it looks like Lynch and Coughlin are going to go together. So a little tangle up, and yeah, maybe a little tit for tat down there, if you will. And yeah, Lynch and Coughlin both heading off.
Both will get 2 minutes each, I believe, for roughing. So it will still be 5-on-5, as the puck will now will come out just outside the Jserra zone. Here with 14:44 left in this third period. Coyotes lead by a score of 6-2. Girard wins the faceoff, kind of bull rushes his way into the Capo zone. Still with the puck. Here's CJ. Then actually had his shot blocked that time by Phillips, or attempt blocked by Phillips. And back now, here's Posner on the far side board.
And hopefully now this senior line that, as I mentioned before, Doria, Stotts, and Posner will come out and kind of set a tempo and show the younger guys, even with a lead, you got to go out and make some effort.
And all of a sudden, it's taken away right here by Front. Here's Front now walking in, and he's going to just chip it in as he'll peel off for a change. Turnover by Capo deep inside the zone. Hartmark interrupting that play. Elbowing. Okay, so we're going to have elbowing on Coughlin and then the roughing penalty.
Yeah, I don't know if he said elbow or hold, to be honest, Chuck. But yeah, 2 minutes each, offsetting penalties, and those guys will sit down for 2 minutes and wait for the whistle after that.
Maybe 2+ then, obviously.
Yeah, there you go.
As
now here come the young guys on the ice. So Stenari's on the ice. But then LeBay mixes it up and throws Osola and Choi out there with him. So now you're going to see some juniors. Choi is a senior as well, but now you're going to see that junior side of Osola looking to break out right there with Choi bringing it up ice.
Here's Choi now bringing it up. He's tied up right there. He'll drop it down deep. Applebaum will give chase along with Luke Osola down low. Merrill Stenari now will take possession, moves on the far side half wall, top of the slot, tries to float a pass over. He has a man down deep in the corner.
Yeah, that's his brother Joel who kind of creeped down and snuck there. That's that brother kind of mental connection that Nobody has to see or know. It just happens.
Kind of whispers its way in, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's something that happens, as they're at home and they're both asleep, and then all of a sudden that mental telepathy starts or something, and it's like, okay, when we play Jserra, when we're 4 minutes into the game, I'm going to sneak down low and you feed me a pass. and then there you see it.
Here's the aforementioned Joel Stenari, tries to clear the biscuit. He gets it up to Fields. Fields now leaves it back for Bucell. Bucell now on the attack. And I thought it was actually denied, and actually it is now back in transition. Here come the Ice Lions. The shot comes in, denied that time by Ivancic, who's forced to make his third save of the period. Kept in, though, by the Ice Lions again. Dropped down low to Fronte. Fronte hits a man right there. And Kiernan has a shot blocked. Point-blank shot that time, denied by the goaltender Ivancic. And here comes Field on the attack, on the counter-attack, I should say. He'll leave it over for Klotchkov. Taken away by Jserra. Wow.
Yeah, some good end-to-end action, and there you saw Fields tearing it down. Klotchkov loses possession to Jserra, trying to break out, but very quickly the Coyotes back on the attack with Fields now tied up with a Jserra player in the corner.
Speaking of emotions getting a little rough, as a shot is blocked, it almost tipped in. Another save right there by, this is Haight now brought in. I didn't see that, but actually it's going to be the goaltender Haight now, or Height. I'm going to say Height, not Haight.
I think it's Height, but I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
Clayton Height now will be entering the game now.
And Brunel and Posner kind of playing pass back and forth behind the net, looking for somebody to break out front. Now Posner's positioned out there to see if they can get the puck out front.
They get it to Scott. Scott going to fire a shot. That's denied by Height right there with the right blocker. Drop to Fields. Fields now in the far side corner. Rims around over to Brunel. Brunel up to the point to Scott. Shane now with the shot. And actually it hit the knee of C.J. Girard.
Oh, and there's a clear that's going to be an ice, and then the Lions will reset.
And actually, it's kind of a smart play by the Lions, as they were kind of pinched into their own zone.
Yeah, absolutely. Get yourself a little trapped and want to clean up and get yourself reset.
And this is high school hockey, so they're allowed a fresh five on the ice, and that's exactly what's going to happen. As Hartmark now will bring his line out, as he'll be flanked by Trebrizi.
Yeah, and here come the young guys now for the Coyotes with Hammaker taking over for the Klotchkov spot.
They get it up, and they got it momentarily up to Nolan Webb. However, Webb's attempt to drop it down deep is denied as the puck floats into the bench of Capo United. So we'll lose the puck and gain a face-off here with 6:06 expired here in this third period. All Capo as they lead by a score of 6-2. Puck dropped down deep. Here's Applebaum now. He loses an edge as it's now taken away by the forecheck of Capo. Denied that time by Stevens on the attempt. And Hammaker actually throwing the body against Applebaum.
Yeah, Hammaker battling down low for that puck, trying to look for Stenari, who was positioned out in front with Ofsa.
And this is where you have to be careful if you're Jserra. The forecheck of Capo. Lethal as the puck is cleared all the way down the ice, allowing a fresh front three for Jserra. And a little, watch out. And Hammaker just took almost went knee to knee. He's hurting.
Yeah, he's looks like he's struggling trying to get up.
Wow.
Ivancic's left the net and trying to gain a man advantage here.
Here's now
making his way to the
Stenari
bench.
now brings it in, shot, and they're going to deny it right there as the puck was put in. I think they're going to say Jserra touched the puck.
Yeah, that was a pretty a quick whistle right there, but with Jserra touching the puck, the Coyotes will go on a power play right here.
And they're going to get Nelson Wilkins for the knee. I'm going to see if this is only going to be 2. I think that's all it is. It's just 2. And here's an opportunity for the Coyotes to move this game into runtime.
Another goalie change here, Chuck. Sandrine Poneth is coming in for Connor Ivancic, and LeBay has probably decided that Connor's done his due diligence for the day, and Sandrine will take over.
So Poneth will enter the game as we have both the secondary goaltenders in there, both for Jserra and Height, and then Poneth for Capo. Scott now at the point, along the boards, gets it down to Halas. Back up to Scott. Actually, it's Daria right there, on the right side. They move it over to Phillips, who drops it once again. Left side back to Phillips. Going to wind up fire shot. Height denies. Oh, a rebound attempt that time. Just sent high up over the net that time.
Yeah, Halas looking to clean that rebound up and just off the blocker and up high.
Puck squirts back into the Capo zone, where Shane Scott now will set up shop behind his net here with 70 seconds left on the man advantage for the Coyotes. Moving it up and taken. Bringing it in now will be Scott. Floats a pass over to Daria. Daria on the backhand, though, finds a shot blocked. Turnover ensues. Ooh, just sent wide the net that time, occupied by Height.
Yeah, Stotts with an attempt in front, but just sent it wide of the net with that backhand attempt. Now Stenari's going to recollect, and you might see some Stenari to Stenari passing in a carry-in.
Here's Coughlin now. Dances around one. He's met by Stevens behind the net. Puck cleared. A clearing attempt is blocked momentarily. I think that was friendly fire. Troy got kind of involved in that as well. Troy's going to get involved in that again, allowing Coughlin to keep it in. Second attempt, though, finally is cleared by Jserra with 15 seconds left. As Stenari looks up at the board. Gets it over to Coughlin. Floats it back over to Joel. Joel with a nice move. Gets around one. Sends a pass over to Coughlin. Coughlin now enters the zone as we're back to 5-on-5. Floats a pass over to Choi, and that's going to be tipped up and out of play. So lose the puck and gain a face-off here with 7:47 left here in this third period. All Capo United as they lead by a score of 6-2.
Yeah, you can see Coughlin wanting to carry the puck in wide with Stenari coming in on the right side, but unable to connect with that deflected puck up and into the net. And as you said, lose the puck, gain a face-off. And now here comes Basil with Klotchkov.
Face-off back over to Scott. Scott's going to fire a shot blocked by Jserra. Drop down to the far side corner. Puck bounds out. Centering pass that time. Nobody home, though, for the purple.
Oh, Fields trying to clean that up.
Yeah, that's a tough one to say. Purple, gold, black, and Bordeaux, I should say.
Yeah, purple, black, wheat, and Bordeaux.
That's right, the wheat.
It's hard enough when we're just Bordeaux, wheat, and black. Now you add purple.
Puck now bounds in the corner. Going to force me to get up.
Yeah, Klotchkov trying to work the puck down low into Basil, who was pinching in the center.
Here's Klotchkov now with a shot, and that's denied that time. Actually blocked by Kiernan right there. Kiernan now forces the puck up to Tabrizi. Tabrizi manages on the backhand to clear. That forces Scott to chase back near his own zone. As it's taken away now, and here's Fields now on the attack. Floats a pass over. Move back to Fields on a nice pass by
that's
Klotchkov.
in the net.
Oh, and it's scored. And credit Fields on the goal, on a nice give and go with Klotchkov right there. And all of a sudden, this game moves to runtime here with 6:46 left in this third period. And a nice give and go between Klotchkov and Fields.
Yeah, there's the danger that the Coyotes bring with, as I mentioned before, right, the freshmen and sophomores that are coming into this program where you have Fields feeding Klotchkov, both freshmen, and both kids who with outstanding hands, outstanding hockey IQ. And there you have it. Now the Coyotes up 7-2, and we're into runtime.
Puck's dropped down deep by Jserra now, taken away by Posner. Posner now hits Ofsa. Ofsa all by himself on the right wing. Deep shot, 5-hole score!
And there's another one, right, as I mentioned. Ofsa was part of that group, right, with Stenari, with Klotchkov, with Fields, with Phillips. Those freshmen and sophomores that are coming up that you just have to look out for.
And it seems like, Mike, to tell you the truth, the scoring gets kind of contagious after a while. It almost seems like scoring almost comes in clumps by the Coyotes.
It does. I mean, if you go back and reflect on what happened with Oulu, right, we jumped out to a 2-0 lead in that game. And then usually it takes a couple goals for us to get going. And as we talked about earlier, the first period tends for the Coyotes to be a little bit slow, and then it kind of picks up from there. Well, in that game, Oulu learned how to kind of turn the Coyotes off, if you will. And, you know, that's kind of, I guess, our kryptonite is when somebody figures out how to turn them off, then we have trouble. But in this case, Jserra hasn't figured out that riddle yet. And now here comes Stenari.
Watch out. There's actually whiffs on the attempt right there. The puck floats wide the net, occupied by Height. Here's another shot, comes in high up over the net that time. Backhander, actually by Hamaker. Get it back up to the point. Coughlin out the shot, sticked aside that time by Height, way out of the zone. He was way out of the crease. He was about 4 feet outside his crease. Taken by Jserra as they move it up. Here's Trebrizi now trying to bring it up. Cut off at the point, but managed to get it out. As Scott now will take it. As he floats one in, and they're going to say, I guess he reached center red, as no icing will be called. And Stevens will take it.
He looked a little left of center, but hey, that's all right. I mean, I guess technically it's run time, so
exactly.
I don't know if it would have affected the clock, but yeah, it looked a little left of red.
Scott has his shots blocked. Here's Stenari of the Merrill variety, floats a pass on the backhander. Another opportunity as it's poked at that time by Hamaker, bidding for his second. Coughlin keeps the puck in as he floats a pass, and that's a block down by Trebrizi. Trebrizi now will fight Coughlin. Coughlin will win that battle. And back now, here comes Coughlin again. On the attack, left wing. We'll just rim it around. Here with 4:15 and counting. Here's Hamaker now behind the net. He's tied up by Applebaum. Applebaum's had himself a strong game, though, for Jserra as well. Opportunity for a cross pass right there, and a little late to the party.
Yeah, they were looking for Green at the point and just deflected off the Jserra skate.
Here now is Lynch, who then delivers the boom right there on Joel Stenari. That's going to lead to an odd man. Oh, actually, I thought it was going to be an odd man rush, but it's going to be an odd man defend. As the pass comes through, almost slipped through right to Green, who drops it down low right in the center ice. And watch out as Posner collides right there with Martin.
And it looked like Lynch going into a check from behind is what we're going to get right here. Looked like Green up against the boards.
Yep,
they're going to call just a rough. But Green up against the boards. Lynch looked like he was coming in from behind, and there's the roughing call.
So fresh five will come on for Capo. We'll see what changes that Jserra will make. I only see 3 on the ice right now.
Yeah, I don't know if there's somebody tucked down there. Yeah, there's a 4th guy down there.
Is there? Oh, there he is. Okay.
Not sure who that is.
There's the sight lines I was complaining about.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to see. I can just see a helmet. Can't quite get a number yet, but
face off one back to Scott. He gets it over to Stenari. Stenari walks into the ladies' tees that time. Fires a shot just wide the net that time, occupied by Height. Joel now drops it back. Down low at the half wall. Back up to Joel Stenari again. Stenari now leaves it. That's Merrill, obviously.
Yeah, that's Merrill up front with Joel in the back, and Merrill looking for that shot to the right of Height and just deflected up and into the net.
As the puck will bound up and out of play, so we'll lose the puck and gain a face-off here with just under $1:30 left on, or actually under 90 seconds left on the man advantage. Here's now is Stenari again of the Joel variety. Sends a puck high and wide the net that time, occupied by Height. Kept in at the point by Scott. Scott then has his pocket picked, and back now here comes Jimmy Dean. Dean tried to traverse his way through several Coyotes, has the puck knocked off his tape, and back now here comes Stenari again of the Merrill variety. Merrill brings it in, a good play by Hill to knock him off, but Fields will take it now for Capo, gets it back up now to Joel. Joel now leaves it on the far side half wall to Merrill. Merrill dinks a pass, and then a shot first, then a pass secondly, drops it down low. Once again, here's Fields, back to Merrill, back to Fields, a give and go, that time broken up by Jserra. Taken away, though, by Osala, and we're going to have a penalty right there. And are they going to call a hook right there?
I'm not sure what he's calling down low. I don't know if it's a hook or maybe a trip. I'm not sure. I saw a Jserra player go down, but didn't quite see what the call was.
And they're going to get Fields here. So Fields is going to get the call. Puck will probably be dropped. That's going to be a hook. And it'll probably be dropped right around the, let's say, 105 mark. Actually going to be dropped outside the zone. Actually, we're going to get under the minute mark. Stotts will take the draw against Girard. Guess you could say Girard won it, but almost a good play by Klotchko. Almost intercepted that pass, and there's that Capo forecheck again, denying the outlet pass by Jserra, or clearing pass.
Yeah, Jserra's penalty is now expired, so now it's a 5-on-4 advantage for the Lions.
Bringing it in now is Max Lynch. Lynch now denied by Joel Stenarian. A great check. Watch out. And here they go.
Yeah, it looks like
there we go.
A little bit of engagement by Lynch. He wants to kind of tangle up with some people there.
Here's Stevens now. Stevens fires a shot denied that time, and a great save. Rebound, backhander, score. C.J. Girard after the initial save that time by the goaltender, Sadrin Panath, and that's going to do it. The final score will be 8-3. Credit, as I mentioned, C.J. Girard on the, but you got to give Sadrin Panath right there a great save right there on the initial shot. However, the puck just bounced on to Girard's stick, and he just taps it into the 4x6, and nonetheless, Capistrano will skate away with an 8-3 victory. They scored 1 in the first, 5 in the second, and 2 here in the third period to claim the victory over Jserra. And I'll tell you what, Mike, more and more as I watch this team, the forecheck of Capital is just lethal.
Yeah, it can be a bit relentless, if you will, and knowing how Coach LeBay works with the kids and how he coaches them. I'm part of all of those events, so watching it for me isn't really a surprise. But when you watch those kids work, they're willing to put in the effort to work down low and to ensure that there's a constant pressure from the Coyotes on the forecheck, right? You see that in the short-handed events that take place, and as we talked about today during the game, how engaging the Coyotes can be during those short-handed attacks where the pressure is constant. It doesn't matter if there's 5 guys on the ice, 4 guys on the ice. The Coyotes are looking to establish a forecheck, to be a presence down low, and to keep that offensive pressure during the entire game. And I think we saw a lot of that today.
As you see both teams, honestly, it seems like it's kind of like a party on the ice afterwards, as everybody sits there, congratulates one another after a great game as well. We're going to get to our 3 stars, and for our 3rd star, I got to give it to for Jserra's Mason Applebaum. Mason Applebaum actually, like as I mentioned, short in stature, but he makes up for what he misses in size and heart right there. He had an assist, but was just a solid player all day for Jserra. Helped kind of shore the back line for the Ice Lions. So we want to congratulate Max Lynch for being our Black Hockey's 3rd star of the game. Our 2nd star, I'm going back and forth on this, and I'm going to give it to the freshman, right? Brendan Fields?
Brendan Fields, yeah, he's a freshman, a great addition for us to the program, and yeah, he had a great game. I mean, with I think he had a goal and 3 assists. Again, an outstanding effort on his part. He's a name that you hear often during these broadcasts, and he's a name on the back of the jersey that you see often in front of the net and making plays. And again, an outstanding freshman for us, and we're looking for big things from Brendan. Obviously, not only this year, but for years to come.
And that's going to lead us to our 1st star, and that's going to be number 86, Merrill Stenari. Stenari, I mean, it seemed like every time I opened my mouth, there was a Stenari, is either his brother or Merrill, but Merrill right there, obviously, with 2 goals and assists right there, kind of leading the charge right there for the Coyotes right there. And what else can you say about the captain right there as he dishes in 2 goals and then helps has a helper as well, and he pretty much is the straw that stirs this drink right now for this Coyote team.
No, he is, and Merrill, as we talked about,